Week 2.
Hi, Kristen. I missed you.
Oh, so cute. Okay. Hey, Kristen, we're a weekend, so let's really start putting in the work to feel some romance.
You sure about this? It's a little too soon to start calling things romantic, right? I'm not about to become a U-Haul statistic.
A U-Haul statistic.
That's crazy.
Get lesbian sniped a statistic. Okay. What can I tell you? When it's right, there's no such thing as too much too soon. That is not true.
Yeah, just keep telling yourself that. You annoying, happily married Codex, you.
When you live for thousands of years, you tend to gain a little perspective. So take my word for it. Get out there again and have a little fun. And don't forget, you have the trip to the museum coming up, so it would be nice if you could find someone to spend it with. Just a thought.
Let's see what the stars think.
If you're a little stuck on where to go to find a date, you can always check your notebook. I slipped in some tips for you.
Sorry, what was that?
Or I could just wing it. Living la vida loca.
Living la vida loca. Or that, you can do whatever feels right. Just, I'll check in with you later.
Yay! Okay.
I would have loved to check the notes.
I would
Oh,
love.
hooray.
We do get the chick notes. I guess you'll see her at school.
I
Bro,
guess.
friends with benefits.
I guess I'll see you at school.
I want to go on my date.
I want to go on my date.
You did say she could come to your house whenever. Can we go on our date with Lucy downtown?
Can we go on our date with the Rosriel?
Do you want to? That would be at home.
Let's go see Lucy. Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
Okay,
Let's
okay.
keep our eyes on the prize and not get distracted by the beautiful elven princesses.
After 3 hours of staring at a blinking cursor on a blank page, trying desperately to turn the buzz into your head into usable words, you're a shell of yourself. Okay, maybe 3 hours is a stretch. Between trying to engage your friends in conversation to distract you, sending increasingly ridiculous prayers to Cassandra, and
Cassandra, can you make me a sandwich?
Amen. And facing
Cassandra, can you bring me a Dr. Pepper? Amen.
And pacing so many circles around your room that you started to get dizzy. You've worked for an hour max. But still, how do you not have anything to show for it? You have 5 pages to get through, and you don't even have a sentence.
It's like SpongeBob trying to write his essay.
Duh.
Fuck
essays. Oh, your homies hate essays. Except Riz. But then again, he's Riz.
Can we see Riz?
Please.
I miss you, Riz.
Please. Cassandra, help me.
Cassandra, can you pick me up a Dr. Pepper from the gas
Cassandra,
station?
can you write my essay? Amen.
Cassandra, I need a blueberry Red Bull. SOS.
Your crystal buzzes. She sent back an emoji of an angry cat. Fantastic. You thunk your head on your desk with a groan, hoping it'll knock 2 brain cells together to give you just one idea. It doesn't work. Shocker. Your stomach chooses this exact moment to growl. You straighten with a grimace. Fuck it. I deserve a break.
I've worked so hard.
I've worked so hard. You grab your keys and head out the door. Before you know it, you're strolling through the entrance to Basrar's.
Let's go.
Yeah!
This looks gorgeous. Let's go. This looks gorgeous.
This looks really good.
This looks gorgeous.
The djinn himself is busy serving a long line of customers. He catches your eye and sends you a smile, and you wave in response. You're not sure what you're in the mood for today, so you hang back. As you ponder ice cream flavors, you look around the shop and notice none other than Lucy Frostblade tucked away in a corner booth. The table in front of her is piled high with dozens of empty ice cream cups. As you watch, she finishes another one and stacks it neatly and then scribbles something in a notebook. She's so cute.
My Shayla.
Curious, you approach her and just kind of stand for a moment by the table. She doesn't seem to notice, too absorbed in her writing.
Ooh.
I feel like 1 is good.
I feel like 1 is good.
1 is good?
1 is good.
Hi.
Lucy's head snaps up, her eyes widening in surprise. She pauses before speaking, visibly processing your words.
Kristen, hi, what a surprise. What do you mean? You knew where to find me.
We're losing. Yeah, when we were in class, I noticed you had a Basrar's pin on your backpack. He only gives those out to regulars. You show her your laptop bag where your own Basrar's pin proudly sits. She looks mildly impressed.
Wow, that's surprisingly observant of you.
Can I sit?
No. Go ahead.
You slide into the booth across from her and nudge some of the containers to clear space.
You push Kipperlily out of the way.
You kick her out of the building. So,
Y'all know I got you, Frost Kettle Nation.
So what's with all this ice cream? There are like 30 empty cartons here. Is that a frost giant thing?
Kristen, don't be rude.
It's racist. Lucy gives you a cool look.
Are you implying that I must like ice cream because I'm a frost giant?
What? Oh, shit. Fuck, Kristen, you asshole. That was racist. You backpedal furiously. No, that's not what I mean, you have a Misrar's pin, so... Lucy's gaze is piercing. You start to sweat, goosebumps pimpling along your arms like little ice daggers. Apologize, Applebee's. Fuck, I'm so sorry. That was so wrong of me. My friends always told me I need to think before I talk. Let me make amends. I'll pay for your ice cream. You take a quick moment to count, then wince. All 32 of them. You're gonna be so broke after this, even more than you already are. Adine could convince Sarah to give you a job, right? Maybe you could talk Fabian into giving you a loan. Lucy's frozen expression cracks, and she snorts, hiding a smile behind her hand. You stare at her, baffled.
Relax, Kristen. I was just kidding.
What the hell? You couldn't tell at all. Oh.
Blimey.
I totally knew that. So funny.
Right. I'm sure you did.
You look away, still flustered. At the counter, Brassard is finally free, and you make desperate eye contact with him. Instead of swooping in to provide a distraction, he snaps his fingers. A cup of chocolate fudge appears in front of you.
Damn it, Brassard.
Huh, you hadn't decided on a flavor, but this sounds just what you need. And as a bonus, the ice cream cools the embarrassed heat in your cheeks. Okay. You give him a hand, heart, and thanks, and he chuckles loudly enough for you to hear him. You look up to see Lucy watch the exchange curiously.
You and Mr. Brassard are friends?
Yeah, you could say that. We go way back. Which isn't exactly true, but it's true enough. 3 years could be considered way back to someone.
3 years is way back when you're like 17 years old.
Yeah. It's like half your life.
It's like 90% of your life.
Anyway, now that I'm done sticking my foot in my mouth, can you tell me what's with all the ice cream? Lucy sits back.
I'm trying to figure out my favorite ice cream flavor.
You blink. And you bought 32 different kinds? A second after you finish talking, another cup appears in front of Lucy.
33 and counting.
Holy shit, I'm surprised your head hasn't exploded from the brain freeze. Wait, you said that without thinking. Can frost giants even get brain freeze? Did you fuck up again? Lucy frowns into her cup as she examines the ice cream. She takes her wooden spoon and scoops a bit into her mouth. You see that below the bright yellow top scoop, there's a layer of blue underneath, as well as what looks like cookie dough.
Bro, it's like you eat ice cream with like a wooden spoon and it enhances the flavor of the ice cream.
Does it? I have never eaten ice
Yes!
cream with a wooden
I'd
spoon.
be sucking on that spoon. Okay.
Oh my god.
No, you know what I mean?
I guess.
You get it in the little cups at like camp. You go to camp and you get ice cream in a little cup in it.
I've never been to camp.
Oh, you're missing out. Okay. I can handle brain freezes better than most, but it still sucks.
Phew, never mind, you're good. But you're still confused. Okay, wait, back up. You're going through all this just to pick a favorite? Why? Where did this come from? You're not expecting a frustrated frown to overtake Lucy's face. She leans back and lets out a long sigh.
So, I was working on Yolanda's paper,
You make a face at the unpleasant reminder, right?
and I was looking at the questions, and I had this thought. I've been having this thought for a while, actually.
She pauses. You raise your eyebrows at her, urging her to continue.
It's like,
Lucy pushes her ice cream to the center of the table. You lean closer.
all right, imagine you were the top layer of mango ice cream.
Ooh, mango. That sounds delicious. You could really go for some mango.
Is that mango soda?
A cup appears. A cup appears suddenly by your elbow. Thank you, Basrar.
Thank you, Basrar.
Lucy continues, her words tumbling out of her mouth and picking up speed.
So you've been the mango ice cream in this cup for a really long time, and then something big happens, something that completely shakes this top layer up.
Lucy demonstrates by taking a giant scoop of the top layer and eating it. You blanch, but she doesn't flinch. She really must know how to deal with brain freeze.
And then you find that underneath that top layer, there's something you didn't expect.
Lucy points to the blueberry and cookie dough in her cup.
What an interesting combination. And now you have to deal with this extra stuff that you never expected to encounter, and you don't understand it at all.
I love her. She
Oh, yeah.
looks
Oh my
so
God.
good.
She looks so good. You're still mango, and you were good at being mango, but now you're also all these other flavors that you just don't know how to handle.
Lucy's fist is clenched around the tiny wooden spoon, her gaze boring into yours. You lean back slowly, unnerved by the intensity in her eyes.
Right.
Okay, so if I'm understanding this correctly... This one? This is the correct answer.
Yeah, this is the objectively correct answer.
Lucy points at you with the spoon, almost jabbing you in the eye. You've never seen her so spirited.
Yes! Yes, exactly. I'm having an identity crisis.
Now that you think about it, this explains her mood at the end of class last week. And besides, it makes a weird kind of sense. You couldn't have gone through what she did without having some kind of identity crisis.
Yeah, I mean, wasn't she, like, I have to assume that for the several months that she was in purgatory, it was just a black, terrifying void.
With just her in it.
With just her
and
in
Yolanda
it.
for like 2 seconds.
Oh my. Hi, Yolanda.
Bye, Yolanda.
Bye, Yolanda. Okay.
You know, I happen to be kind of an expert on those. Tell me about it. What's going on? Lucy chews on her lip while she thinks. You push the mango ice cream over to her, and she gives you a tiny, grateful smile.
I used to be so comfortable with being a cleric of Ruvina. I knew who I was, but then I almost left her. I believed in her so strongly, and I still almost turned my back on her.
But you didn't. Lucy shakes her head, troubled.
But I almost did. I never thought that would be me.
Well, every cleric goes through those periods of doubt, right? It's all part of the journey. Like I said, I went through like 3 gods before Cassandra.
Also, girl, like, you were gonna come back as an embodiment of rage.
Yeah.
Like, you're good.
Yeah.
Like, you made an incredible decision.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like she's like down on herself right now, and it's like, dude, you made the most noble, brave decision you possibly could have. Anyways.
That's if you count yes and yes as 2 different gods, which you're not totally sure about. You note down that theological puzzle for later, and I might have fun chewing on it.
I guess. It just feels like I don't know myself like I thought I did. And a part of me is scared that if I don't figure it out, I won't be able to stick to my convictions, or even know what they are.
You let that sink in. So what's the ice cream about? Lucy shrugs. She turns her notebook to you, revealing a list of ice cream flavors with ratings in an additional column. Idly, you note that her handwriting is loopy and delicate. Very pretty.
I figured if I don't know myself, maybe I could start with figuring out my favorite flavor. I've never had one, and then...
And then? Lucy looks at you for a long moment, considering. Slowly, she flips a page.
Well, I kind of thought about making a bucket list.
She's
I
so
guess.
cute. I love
She's
her
so cute.
so much. She frowns thoughtfully.
Though I've already died, so calling it a bucket list isn't quite right. Anyway, it's a list of things that I want to accomplish. Things that'll help me get to know me better.
That sounds interesting. What's on it? Lucy hands the notebook over to you. You read through the page. First on the list is makeup with KIPPERFACE, which has been crossed out.
Oh, huzzah!
You try to keep your face neutral, but you're pretty sure Lucy has noticed your grimace when she gives you a knowing look. Lucy has also written, find a favorite flavor of ice cream, change up style, get a different haircut, get into gardening, learn more about frost giant culture, make more good memories at Farhaven Woods, go to a big social event.
You know what this kind of reminds me of? Y'all know the fucking scene in Onward.
Learn to drive.
Caitlin and I watched Onward together recently and fucking lost it at how quickly Ian gave up on all the things on his list. Like, he had one bad driving class and sadly crossed off learn to drive, like, God, I guess that's it. And then he
Never
did
gonna
it for like
drive.
everything on the list. And it's like, dude, you failed once at all of these things. You're like,
So
damn,
funny.
this dude is such a fucking quitter.
A quitter, bro.
Okay, anyways, it just reminded me of that. Learn to drive. Cross it out.
There's so much cool stuff here.
Sorry. I'm glad you think so. I tried to add things that would push me out of my comfort zone.
You read over the list again. An idea strikes you. Hey, where it says go to a big social event, what about Spring Fling?
Sorry, that was me snapping at Kristen. What? That's a really big social event.
Yeah, but it sounds really fun, and we're in our last year, right? We should end it with a bang and not a whimper or whatever that old poet gets said.
That poem's about dying, Kristen.
You shoot her finger guns. Even better, you love death metaphors. Oh my god.
I do. Touche. I don't know.
Besides, you won't be alone. I'll be there. Lucy looks surprised.
You will?
Oh crap, that made it sound like you were asking her out. I just mean, ask her, bro. I just mean, I'm student council president, so I'll have to be there, and it's my job to make sure everyone's having fun, right? Lucy relaxes. Nice save, Applebee's.
Right. I guess I could add it and see how I feel later.
You watch her write it down, then cast another look at all the ice cream on the table. You know, I feel like you've gathered enough data to knock the first item off the list. Lucy eyes the table sheepishly.
I guess so, but what if I change my mind later?
Then you change your mind. Knowing yourself isn't a one and done kind of thing. You're always changing, so you're always going to discover new things about yourself. This list is the start of a really cool journey. Lucy surprises you by smiling warmly.
You're pretty wise, aren't you?
You find yourself grinning back. Being a cleric of the literal embodiment of doubt has its moments. You pause. Come on, you can't eat the entire menu trying to figure this out, right? Lucy's cheeks puff. She looks vaguely nauseous at the thought.
No, I think I'm all ice creamed out.
Okay, then moment of truth. What flavor are you gonna pick? To set the mood, you start a drum roll on the table, almost dislodging the cups. Lucy catches one expertly as it rolls off the surface. She scans her notebook.
I choose Moon Mist. It's banana, grape, and bubblegum. That sounds terrible.
That sounds awful.
But you know what? I appreciate the fact that she's being honest with herself.
You know? It's her.
It's her.
Uniquely her and not anyone else ever. That sounds so gross, actually. But Lucy looks delighted to cross off one item on her list, the pen making a satisfying whoosh as it flies across the page. I like how we both did the whoosh. Yeah. You hold up your ice cream and Lucy follows with hers. You tap them together. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh.
Wonderful.
Oh, my earbud fell out because I fell so far backwards on the couch.
You dig in, a comfortable silence settling over you both. So, what are you planning on doing next? Lucy chews on her spoon absent-mindedly as she thinks.
I'm telling you, the fucking wooden spoons are where it's at. Anyways, I was thinking of going shopping at the mall.
You perk up. Ooh. I think she should ask and not invite herself.
Yeah, definitely not two, but I think in a weird way, like usually, like, can I come with you is not a good idea, but I feel like in this case it is.
Yeah.
Do it.
Okay. It's been forever since you've been to Elm Valley Mall. Not true, you went last week.
You were there.
And you've been
talking to another girl.
cheating on Lucy Frost.
Cheating on Lucy Frostblade.
And you've been dying to check out what's new there. Plus, hanging out with Lucy will be fun.
Oh! Of course. I was hoping you'd ask.
So calm after that. Sounds like a plan.
I'll text you.
You spend a little while longer chatting before you leave for the evening.
And I stay.
Oh. When you get home, you find that your laptop is still open to your document. You sit down in front of it, and this time, when you look at the questions, you find that you have a better idea of how to answer them. A lot of that is probably thanks to Lucy. Today was enlightening for you, too.
We make a to-do list that's like, propose to Lucy. Marry Lucy. Spend life with Lucy.
Make Lucy happy forever.
Forfeit all mortal possessions to Lucy.
Okay. Switch deity to
Switch deity to Lucy.
To Lucy. I said Ravina, but Lucy's better. You begin working away, smiling to yourself. You can't wait to see her soon. You do only get 3 sentences in before you're distracted again. But hey, that's 3 more sentences than before.
Oh my god, girl, lock in. It's like that ADHD tweet, you bitches can't do anything.
Lucy's really cool. We got plans to hang out soon, too. I don't know if she said something.
We probably skipped it.
It's alright.
That's amazing, Kristen. I'm so happy for you.
I mean, I don't think we're anywhere near asking her to spring fling yet. Honestly, I'm just having fun getting to know her. I'm happy with that no matter what happens.
That's really cute. Keep it up.
I'm in love with her!
I'm in love with her. I don't want to go on another date.
I don't want to go on another date.
I want to hang out with Lucy.
Are we going to stick with our 3 that we picked? You're going shopping together.
We're going shopping together. Fuck.
Do you want to pick someone else? Do you want to stick with the three that we picked?
Oh, Nara. Nara, let's hang out with Nara.
Okay, it's at our house. Right?
Yeah.
You can't sleep. You haven't heard a word from Nara for a few days, and you're honestly starting to get kind of worried.
Can I roll to see if she hates me? Sorry.
She hates you.
She hates you.
For anyone
who hasn't seen Crown of Candy.
Yeah, I've been watching Crown of Candy, and just that bit from Ali and Zach really got me. Can I roll to see if he hates me?
He hates you. All right, look in.
What if her crystal turned off on its own and she couldn't figure out how to turn it back on?
That would be what happened. She forgot to charge it.
Yeah.
It's dead, and she's like, "What is this?"
I guess I have to get a new one.
I have to get a new one. She's gone through 5.
What if she got lost on her way home? What if she's stranded in a forest somewhere with only bears for company?
She would love that. Hello, bears.
What if she accidentally offends the bears and they get mad because she ate berries with a knife and fork instead of her hands and they eat her hands? What if the bears eat her hands, Kristen?
Okay.
Okay, maybe you're getting a bit carried away. You're sure she'll call eventually. At least you think she will. You hope she will. With that healthy dose of lingering doubt in your mind, you finally doze off.
So hard to read narration.
So hard to speak, apparently.
That was so Undertale.
You're awoken by the sound of loud knocking on the front door. You check your alarm clock. It's 6:01 a.m. You trudge from your room to the foyer, cursing whoever decided to make your life a living hell today. As you crack open the door, you're blasted with a ray of sunlight that would obliterate a vampire, along with a flock of songbirds that Also, Nara's there.
Salutations.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it was so cute.
If you were more awake, you would be glad to notice that her arms are free of bare teeth-shaped bite marks. However, you are a walking zombie right now, and zombies have no time for empathy. She said the line, I don't need to.
Yeah. Yes, 'tis I. I'm sure you are much happier to see me than your face would suggest. May I enter?
You would be far more happy to see her if it was, a normal time of day to be awake. You could swear even the songbirds are yawning. Why are you here?
Why are you here? Goodness, I do hope you have not already forgotten the invitation you extended to me last we met.
You think back to the last time you saw Nara. Just go to my house whenever. Oh my god, I love the flashback. Whenever.
Oh my goodness, your muscles are large, Kristen. May I make out with them passionately?
Make out with her muscles.
Blah, blah, blah. Proper name, place name, backstory stuff.
Okay, so maybe that part didn't happen, probably.
God, I feel like I have no sense of loyalty right now.
No,
I'm
literally,
immediately like,
every
oh,
time.
Nora!
Oh no, she's giving you puppy dog eyes.
No.
You're powerless to resist.
Fuck!
Yeah, okay, come on in.
How wonderful.
I love the way she does that voice line. That's
Yeah,
so cute.
it's so cute.
Wonderful. Do not mind the birds. I lack the trumpets that typically announce my arrival, but Solace is outside their jurisdiction, so I had to make do with these wonderful creatures.
It's okay, I love birds. One of my best friends is a bird.
Which,
Ida?
Cloaca.
You're lying now? Why are you lying? You're not awake enough to lie. Just stop saying
You're
words.
lying now? Why are you lying?
You're lying now? That's
Why
so
are you
good.
lying?
That's so good.
Then I guess all of this has worked out splendidly.
You watch helplessly as she breezes past you to perch on the edge of your couch, surrounded by a ridiculously thick cloud of feathers as she pats the spot next to her encouragingly.
God, she's so fun to read lines for.
Yeah.
So, what can the phone do exactly?
So inspiring.
Anything you want, baby.
Woo!
You wish you hadn't said it that way. Ugh.
Kristen, I'm older than you.
It can do a lot of things. You can call people, message people, take pictures, play games. Nar gasps. Oh my god. Anya, oh, she said the line. That's so cute. You sigh. You can already tell this line of conversation is going to last a while.
So cute.
Yeah. Yeah, I have like a couple. You're lying again. You have dozens of crystal games and you play them religiously.
She starts showing Nara Crossy Road. May I play the games on your the phone, please?
And there are the puppy dog eyes again. How is she so fucking cute? Yeah, okay, I guess. You have literally 0 willpower. This is getting embarrassing. Luckily, one of the games has caught Nara's eye, freeing you from her hypnotizingly adorable gaze. She is so cute.
Kristen, shall we play Slice the Twine? That little creature in the picture seems most polite.
Oh, yeah, sure. You fire up the game and hand her the phone. She stares at it patiently for a while before turning to you. Oh.
How do I slice the twine?
I can't play this game. It's so cute. Right. You just swipe the screen like this. You demonstrate.
Ah, I see.
She attempts to swipe of her own, her finger barely touching the screen, almost like she's afraid to break something. After a few tries, the candy eventually falls into the creature's mouth, much to Nara's delight.
Kristen, I have done it! I have successfully sliced the twine!
Hell yeah! Do you want to move on to the next level?
Why would I do that? I have already sliced the twine. What could another level possibly contain?
Would you like to find out?
Absolutely not. The fact that there is more than one stage to this game is one of the many follies of man.
Uh-oh.
The gluttonous beast known as greed has overtaken us all and left us with an ever-growing desire for that which no one needs yet we all beg for. To follow this game to what it perceives to be its logical conclusion is to endorse the idea that there is never enough twine to slice. Chariot server, shall we play this one next, darling?
Darling. Well, when she puts it like that, how can you say no?
Oh my god, she's so fun to voice.
She's so fun. Sure, the point of the game is to run from the chariot inspector after he catches you vandalizing a chariot. You also collect coins and stuff. Nora looks scandalized.
Kristen, I simply cannot play this game. How can I possibly endorse the crimes of this child? Why would I delay the inevitable injustice dealt to them by the long arm of the law?
Oh no, this is the second game that Nora hasn't taken a liking to. Maybe it's time to change tactics. Jesus, I can't speak. Maybe we can try setting your phone up instead?
Splendid! Oh my god. Sorry, I choked. Okay. Splendid! I will possess the power of the phone games with my very hands.
How can you hear the way she capitalizes words? Sure, but maybe we could start with, like, the basic stuff first. Nora takes her phone out from somewhere. Does she even have pockets? You've been too distracted by her face to notice. And you spot a sticker that says, 1. Nara catches you looking and smiles proudly.
I see you have noticed the engraved model number on the phone.
Do you have a model number on your phone? Oh,
the vendor was most adamant that this is the very first model of the newest version.
The sticker is clearly peeling off at the corner.
Oh.
You think you know what's happened here.
First one. First one.
Papa always says.
Oh, she's so cute. Don't I just?
She bats her eyelashes in a way that makes you feel a little bad for playing along, but what she doesn't know can't hurt her, right?
I'm curling up into a ball. The purchase was well worth dipping just a smidge into my inheritance.
Oh, Nara. Oh, dear, sweet, innocent, far too rich for her own good Nara. You make a mental note to warn her later against any potential baronies, princes, texting her for help in claiming their riches. Anyway, all that aside, let's start by setting up a screensaver. Nara nods approvingly.
Seems like a wise choice. If it is meant to save one's screen in the times of peril, we must obtain one immediately for the phone.
It's kind of just a nice little picture you can look at on your phone all the time.
Wonderful.
Oh, wonderful. I simply adore little mementos.
This is certainly news to you, 100%. You're trying so hard not to express your extreme shock at the news you've just received. Your arms still ache from those shopping bags.
Weak ass.
So, what do you want your screensaver to look like?
My arms wouldn't be tired, not from carrying Nora's bags.
She ponders for a moment, then her eyes light up in triumph.
I shall lift anything she asks me to. I shall lift the moon if she wants me to. All right, locking in.
You look like Nara.
You're so nice to me. I have just the images for such an occasion.
You see Nara reach into her pockets. So she does have pockets. And rummage around. She sees you staring in confusion and gives you a quick wink. Is it hot in here?
It's hot in here.
Eventually, she seems to find what she's looking for and pulls out. No, it can't be. 2 framed paintings, both at least 4 feet taller than Nara.
Her dress has pockets that are bags of holding. I see your astonishment, and I must agree, these paintings are the finest I own.
You have more?
Of course, I have one for each year I've been alive, and several family portraits.
Now that the initial shock is worn off, you take a closer look at the paintings. One is of Nara in a forest clearing, rays of sunlight kissing her face. Birds are perched atop her fingertips as she smiles gently and looks in the exact direction you think the sun would be, for some reason. She must have some strong eyes. The second I'm just imagining her staring unblinking at the sun. Ow.
Oh.
Why does it hurt?
Why does it hurt?
The second painting is much colder. Nara and her parents sit in a room with black walls and a red floor, surrounded by random items that you have to assume symbolize wealth and Falinel somehow. Nara's in the middle, in an armchair that looks both expensive and uncomfortable, surrounded by her parents, each with a hand on her shoulders.
Oh my god, lore.
Lore. For some reason it makes you feel uneasy as everyone in the painting looks. You stare at the paintings and zone out so hard you don't even realize Nara has asked you a question.
Ooze?
But what? Ooze? What's this about ooze? What's this about ooze? You briefly imagine what Nara might look like as a plasmoid. Ha! Princess Ooze.
I said, which painting do you think I should choose?
Oh, duh. You cast aside all thoughts of slime and try to lock in.
Lock in.
Lock in. This one. Unless you want to take a selfie.
I do think that one will unlock lore.
This one?
Yeah, do it. Do it. I want the lore. I want the lore.
want the lore?
Do it. I want the lore.
Eat the rest of it, right?
Hello? Kristen, I have no intention of eating either myself or my parents or this painting of us. What part of Silesian culture validates the cannibalism of the wealthy?
It's just a figure of speech about how, like,
Oh my
bad
God.
rich people are and how much people want to kill and also eat them.
Oh my god.
Yeah, saying that aloud makes you realize how weird it was to say that to someone who actually is rich. Nara's expression is unreadable. I mean, Nara holds up a hand to interrupt you. She takes a deep breath.
This to my research.
Oh, I understand the sentiment behind the statement. I've witnessed the effects of wealth on those who have it and those who suffer because of it. And that gives me the opportunity to learn from their mistakes. It is true that I come from wealth, and that comes with a certain perspective. But the whole point of my studies in Solus is to broaden that perspective, to learn from others so that I may make their lives easier when I become queen. Your selection is an excellent choice, though. That was my high school yearbook portrait, you know.
Aw. You think for a moment about what a giant yearbook consists of only 10-foot portraits would look like before taking a picture of the painting with Nara's phone.
It's a really good joke.
Yeah. You know, there are other things you can change about the phone.
Like what?
Size of the text, how the apps are organized, the language. Nara immediately perks up and tries to play it cool immediately after.
Kristen, would it be possible to change the language on my phone to Elvish?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
You do as she asks that question because you are a hashtag ally. She looks incredibly satisfied.
Thank you. It is a comfort to have some small familiar thing within the phone. I am naturally fluent in several languages, but Elvish is by far my favorite.
It's no problem. Hashtag ally.
Kristen, you have taught me much of the mysterious ways of the phone today, and for that I must thank you.
You blush at the idea of making Nara happy, which is strange because making Nara happy usually comes at the cost of your self-esteem. It's no problem. You know, there's other stuff that runs on crystals too, not just the phone.
Fascinating.
Really? Please tell me more.
You rummage around your room, sending less important childhood belongings flying behind you. A few of them catch Nara's eye.
Kristen, are these portraits of yourself shortly after your birth?
No! You hastily snatch the photos away from her and cram them into a random box. Nara looks disappointed.
No, let her do whatever she wants.
Yeah,
No, but you look so adorable in those frags.
you do not regret your decision. Eventually you find your old PSP and dust it off.
What is that?
It's my PSP. Stands for personal...
Crystal
personal crystal device.
device.
That's really good.
It's really good.
Personal crystal device.
Device.
I used to play with it all the time when I was a kid.
How are you making those sounds with your human mouth?
Oh, it's so good.
So inspired.
It's hard to explain. Common is such a complex language after all. Nara furrows her brow and pouts. Anyway, there are a ton of games on here you might like. There's Crash Bandicoot. You get to race against other people in cars, and there's this really cool loading screen where you suddenly realize who you're talking to.
Where you what?
You press a button, and it makes a fart sound.
Wow, that's stupid.
Look at her face. If she wasn't so
Ew.
polite, you're sure Nara's face would retreat into itself in distaste.
I do not think I will be doing that.
You try to think of anything on your PSP that doesn't have a fart joke in it. There is one singular. Maybe you'd like. Fuck, her eyes look so hopeful and kind, like a baby deer or a bird or a baby deer. Google Maps for the PSP.
Honestly, I feel like she would love Google
Yeah,
Maps. This is gonna be a
gasp.
She's gonna be like, you can look at anywhere. To contain maps on such a small object, Solace is truly a wonderful place.
Is that the first time she's complimented your hometown? You blush as you bring up the maps. As you show her how it works, you notice something. Oh wow, look. If you zoom in, you can see little horses in that field. Neat.
It's Google Earth.
Kristen.
Kristen, I did not know you are. What does that mean? How do
Aficionado.
I say? Aficionado. We simply must ride sometime.
Must be off.
I must leave to make preparations. I will see you later. Love you. Bye. Mwah.
Oh, I love her. Wait, what? Okay.
No, bring her back.
Bring her back.
Cass, go away. Go away. Go. All right. You hung out with Nara again today, right? How'd that go?
Yeah, it was a pretty lazy day. We set up her phone, played some Slice the Twine. It was chill.
Just chill?
Yeah. It was a pretty normal day. It was fine. What do you want me to say?
I don't know, Kristen. Maybe that you had chemistry, that you like her, that she likes you, that there's anything to work with, that you tried.
It's not fair. I'm doing my best.
I know. I'm sorry. I think I'm just still freaked out about the whole we might die thing.
But I have Fig. All right, are we picking up with Fig?
Fig is at home. We can't.
No, Fig's at school.
Fig is at school.
Far away.
We can't
Wait,
go to the far away.
I just noticed. Where's
We
far
can't
away?
go
Is
to
that
the
for
far away.
Nara? Do you think?
I don't know.
Do you think Nara's gonna take us far away?
I hope so.
Or Lucy? Our options are Fig or Kipperly.
God, can we say hello to Kipper Lily? Can we just go say
If you
hi?
really, yeah, we could say hi. Do you want to?
I do.
You do. Welcome to senior year. Now that you're where are we? When are we?
I thought we were going to the outside.
Me too.
We start here, apparently.
Okay. I don't know what week we're in. What day of the year we're in? I thought we already started senior year. I thought we were well into it at this point. I thought we were in spring break. We're almost spring break.
I don't know what's going on. Let's just continue.
Okay. Welcome to senior year. Now that you're officially senior class president, you're excited to hit the ground running with all of your responsibilities.
President Applebee's reporting.
Is what you'd say if you could. Unfortunately, it seems that a bunch of your responsibilities are locked behind the door of the president's office, which Riz has told you is booby-trapped to the nines. He offered to disarm it for you, but traps reset, and you don't want to bother him every time you have to use the room, so it looks like you're just going to need the key. You'd think finding a key to a school door would be easy, but you heard from Adine, who heard from Fabian, who heard from Maisie, who heard from someone that it went missing after a certain evil barbarian teacher had a meeting with the robot principal last year. According to that same grapevine, he'd given it to someone else.
Dude,
a very specific someone.
Every time I hear the grapevine, I think of that fucking South Park clip where it's like,
Oh my god.
hey, I heard through the grapevine that you've got a thing for Cal. Oh no, who told you that? Just the grapevine. Just the grapevine. I don't know why it gets me so good every time. Just the grapevine. All right.
Someone who you have a sinking suspicion isn't going to play too nice about giving it back.
Oh, I'm gonna get so committed. We're gonna start
Oh my
doing
God,
this and I'm
yeah.
gonna lock in.
This episode is the Finn voice episode.
Yeah.
But you're gonna stay optimistic. Surely she doesn't hate you that much anymore, right? Surely she doesn't want to hold on to a piece of junk like a key she can't use. This should be the simplest task of your entire presidential career. Apparently, if you bust out of hell without going through all the proper channels, you have to earn 1,000 community service hours helping the group of people you scorned badly enough to get you sent to damnation. I can't breathe. Which is why you're walking up to a table with a sign that reads, Litter be gone, volunteer check-in.
So this is the outside.
Wow.
There's so much clean air.
Honestly,
You can't do this.
Take your time. I can't do this. Honestly, community service is pretty cool. Or, well, at the very least, it's not like doing community service has ever killed anyone.
Kimberly like throws something at you. Kimberly like throws one of those like little sticks that they used to pick up trash directly at your head, and it spears through your brain.
Might as well join in. You give the incredibly bored volunteer manager a winning smile, pull on a pair of disposable gloves, and take a trash bag.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
Oh my goodness.
You find Kimberly in a high-vis vest chasing an empty chip bag with a trash grabber. She's running in a full sprint, which would be far more impressive if the breeze hadn't floated the bag just out of her reach 3 times in as many seconds. Finally, she manages to snag it and stuff it triumphantly in the trash bag before she turns and notices you.
Hello, Applebee's.
I'm trying to walk in and oh my goodness.
She freezes for a brief moment before she straightens up, flicking her hair behind her shoulder and turning her nose up at you. It's kind of impressive since she's at least a full foot shorter than you.
Oh, laugh it up, Applebee's.
Hey, Kipperlily.
LittleGirlie.com.
If it isn't kettle chip Krispy Kreme.
She glares at you, then sighs heavily. You notice a tiny bit of cellophane embedded in the ground and spend a second digging it up to throw in your own bag. If you're going to have to talk to Kipperlily anyways, you might as well help her clean up a bit. She doesn't seem to appreciate the assistance, shooting you an unamused look as you continue to exist in her general vicinity.
What are you doing here?
Same as you, duh. It's not like I decided to take my pet trash bag for a walk or something.
You know what I mean. What's a shining star like you doing here with all of us fuck-ups?
She tightens her grip on the trash grabber with a scathing glare before reaching over and snatching a stray food wrapper you'd been about to pick up. Well, I don't know how much you're caught up on local news, but I am the student body president now.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of hard to miss.
And as the president, I get to work in this swanky presidential office, or at least I'm supposed to.
The office? What about the office?
It's locked. Like, fortress level locked down. And word is on the street, you were the last person to have the key. Kimberly squints at you you can't do this. Suspiciously. I am so sorry to the lovely creators of this game.
Yeah, you guys did great. We're just dumb.
I can't read. Like, she doesn't know what you're talking about and is trying to understand why you've tracked her down here for something so pointless. After a beat, something clicks and her eyes widen.
Wait, are you telling me Eggfork got you to track me down because he doesn't want to make a replacement key for a random room in his own school? Aren't you bad kids like his favorites? Hasn't he bent reality multiple times just to save your asses from being permadead? Isn't his daughter one of your honorary party members when she's not at her job? He's not going to help you, of all people, get into a room that's barely more than a glorified supply closet right down the hall from his office.
Totally.
Kimberly stares at you. For a brief moment, she looks almost concerned that you've somehow lost Arthur's regard. Is she actually worried about you? Maybe getting this key will be even simpler than you thought.
Lily Copperkettle wins again.
This is the best day of my life.
This is totally great.
Never mind. Kimberly smirks victoriously before turning as if to walk away, potentially taking your only chance of getting into the office with her. Wait, can't you just give it to me?
Why would I do that when it's much funnier to see you groveling at me for it? God. She's flirting her ass off right
For
now.
real. Who's groveling? I'm not groveling. I'm just asking, please?
And I'm saying no. What are you going to do? Fight me for it? Oh no, the big bad cleric's going to stop me from doing my due diligence to the community.
I feel like Gorgog.
So hot.
She mockingly clicks the trash grabber in your face. I'd totally beat you in a fight, first of all, but what's the need? It's just a key. It's not like you have any use for it, right?
We have to win.
We have to win.
I've found plenty of use for it, for your information.
Oh, right, the traps. You imagine what Kipperlily could do with free access to the office. Maybe she set up a series of new, increasingly more elaborate and deadly traps waiting for you to trigger at the instant you step inside. You already trip over the ugly carpet Jawbone insists on keeping in the living room basically every morning. On the other hand, Kipperlily did initially seem confused that you would ask her about it at all, so it's more likely she forgot she had the key in the first place and is just making stuff up now. That sounds like something she'd do. There has to be a way to convince her.
Okay, here's what I think. Here's what I think. Everybody's like, oh, the route is so hard. I keep fumbling. Do you think that these people are just giving her what she wants? Because I think number one is the way to go. In a weird way, like reverse psychology.
I feel like you have to beat her at her own game.
Yeah.
Like, be just as bitchy as her.
You have to play her game.
You can't be nice to her.
We have to do one.
Whatever.
Doubt that.
She keeps walking around to grab different bits of litter, forcing you to follow if you want to keep talking to her. It's a petty power move that's somewhat undercut by the fact that you're both just picking up trash on the side of the road, and her vest is obviously a size too big for her.
Oh my goodness.
What are you even doing with it?
My plans are none of your business. My machinations have machinations that you could never dream of. For all you know, that key is the linchpin of a bigger scheme that's going to take the whole year to come to fruition. The fact that you actually want to have it is just a plus. I suppose I'll give it to the next president at the end of the year, though. It'd be pretty lame if a college student that was stuck on high school politics. Oh, or maybe I could convince Eugenia to hold on to it so that the next rogue to track her down gets a bonus prize. It could be a new egg fort tradition.
Seriously?
Great. You kind of forgot how annoying Kimberly can be sometimes. Obviously, she just wants to be stubborn until you give up and go home.
Oh, I'm staying here until the sun goes down.
But you're Kristen Applebee's.
They're gonna have to drag me out of here.
You punched at least one god in the face. At least one god. You force yourself into your shitty parents' lives every few weeks just to talk to your little brothers. Kimberly may be stubborn, but she's dealing with the president of stubborn. Alright, I get it. I can read between the lines. But come on, we're seniors now. Surely this kind of pettiness is beneath you.
It's not.
That's another point to Kipperly Copperkettle.
Au contraire, watching you squirm is incredibly entertaining. Ow! She's flirting her ass off right now. She wants us for real.
For real.
Hold on. I'm seeing which of these is the most bitchy.
Yeah. I feel like the last one.
Yeah, last one. Go with last one. God, this is hard.
Yeah.
Huh. Is that so?
God. Both of you assume I'll be done anytime soon.
Come on, we can make some kind of arrangement. A deal. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. You give me the key, I do something for you.
I don't need or want anything from you, Applebee's. Right now, all you're doing is getting in the way of me filling this trash bag and defending my title.
Your title?
Of the most efficient volunteer in the entire group.
The group that picks up trash.
Yeah.
Oh, look at her. Kimberly.
She hates us.
She wants us for real.
She wants us for
Look
real.
at her. Kimberly freezes before scowling, as if remembering that this is supposed to be embarrassing, not an accomplishment that would garner any kind of respect outside of the group, or even within it.
It doesn't matter. The point is I'm in the middle of something and you're getting in my way over a key so unnecessary that nobody's given a shit about it in years. If you can't figure out how to get through a single locked door, you don't deserve what's inside. I'm not doing a thing for you unless you make it worth my while. Girl.
Beg. This is what I want to do.
Please. Hold on. Honestly, I think number 2 is kind of the way to go.
Yeah, this is giving ocean vibes. This first one.
I'm the solution. Darwin had a theory called evolution. All right.
Is that on your Kimberly playlist? Because it should
Oh,
be.
of course it is.
Should be,
Of
yeah.
course it is. What the world needs is people like me.
I can't do this. You fall to your knees dramatically in front of her, letting your trash bag flop on the
This
ground
is what
next
she
to you.
wants. We're playing into her hand. Seriously, get the fuck up, Applebee's. You're really this desperate to get into that office? I know you don't need anything in there to... You know you don't need anything in there to do the job, right? I don't think Maisie set foot in there once last year.
Hey, I'm taking this role seriously. If there's stuff in there that'll even help a little, then I definitely want it. She narrows her eyes at you, looking you up and down as if searching for a sign of some trick. Then she pointedly looks around behind her as if there's a camera somewhere, or someone hiding in the bushes waiting for her to let her go.
Oh my god, I think we made the right decisions.
After a long moment, she looks back at you and her smirk returns. She holds up the trash grabber, poking the end of in the middle of your chest like it's an extension of her arm.
Alright then. We're playing this game now. Fine, let's play.
What was that?
Game? What game? Instead of actually answering your question, Kipperly takes a step back and chuckles to herself.
Carrot and stick. You want that stupid key that badly? You're gonna have to work for it. New concept for you, I know.
Fuck, man.
Hey, I work plenty hard. Whatever you're thinking, I'm totally up for it.
I don't have the key on me right now, obviously. I don't just carry it with me everywhere I go like some freak NPC in one of Marianne's RPGs. If you can prove to me that you deserve this key, then I'll retrieve it from its hiding place and give it to you. No one but me knows where it is, so don't bother trying to sneak the answer out of my party. But I want to go talk to your party. Are they here? Can I talk to them? I love them. Actually, leave them out of this completely. They aren't going to help your ass. You better be ready to fucking jump when I tell you to, because otherwise there's no way you're getting that key from me. Are you okay?
No.
Caitlin's head is in their hands.
No, I'm not okay.
Oh my god,
I'm
I'm
not
having so
okay.
much fun. Ooh.
I feel like this is what she wants. I feel like 1 or 3.
1 or 3. I am gonna. Okay. I'm taking this so fucking serious.
I feel like both of them would work, you know? I don't know, I can't tell.
Yeah. The third one is more challenging.
You want to go with the third one?
Yes.
What the fuck?
Damn it.
Ah!
You know, honestly, her being angry might not mean it's not working.
Yeah.
She's just always angry. Holy shit. Seriously? Absolutely fuck you too.
You shoot Kipperly a determined grin, and she scoffs.
It's agreed then. Wait, I'm gonna need to track you down after this, aren't I? Here, give me your phone.
She takes your crystal, types something into it, and hands it back. It's a new contact. The name is just the letter K. It looks like she's already texted herself. What, I'm just supposed to sit around at school waiting for your text?
How you choose to spend your time is not my prerogative, Applebee's.
Kipperly picks up a crumpled half-empty water bottle, dumps out the rest
There's
of the
so
water
much trash on this fucking
on a
street.
patch of grass and throws it in her bag.
God, it's like Six Flags.
Exactly what sort of stuff proves I deserve the key?
That's for me to know and you to find out. Oh, she is flirting. She wants us for real.
For real.
Can I roll to see if she's in love with me? She's in love with you.
The smile on Kipperly's face is not very reassuring. Surely this won't result in anything too embarrassing, right? Right?
Do you need anything else from me?
Nope. I think that's it.
Don't text me.
Okay then, stop stealing my trash. Go pick up somewhere else. I need to go research something for my capstone project next week at the school library, and I have to make up for the litter I can't pick up then.
Ring, ring.
Debrief sesh?
Gotta be honest, I'm not really seeing the vision here.
I'm seeing a vision!
I'm seeing a vision personally.
we
If
need
you
to
don't
lock
want her,
in on
Kristen,
this.
if
We
you
can't.
don't want her,
We can't possibly lock in.
I feel like
on
I feel like we should lock in.
dedicate
on
an entire thing. To
Yeah, because
Kipperly.
we started too late
Yeah. Like she needs to know that we're dedicated
from the beginning.
from the beginning. She needs to be the first person we go see. Okay. Oh, so sad to let this go because I'm having so much fun. Okay, guys, this game is delightful.
It's so
this
fun.
is so much fun.
I'm having so much fun.
I'm having a wonderful time. Okay, you got her number. That's progress.
She literally told me not to text her.
She's playing hard to get.
She's playing incredibly annoying and intrusive, you mean?
You might not realize it now, but this could be the start of a complex ritual that leads to something really, really good.
Cassandra gets it.
See what the stars think.
Just watch, it'll all be worth it.
Yay! It's another,
Lily again, please.
it's another beautiful weekend morning, and instead of enjoying in bed, you're up bright and early to go to the Elmville Art and Culture Museum.
Love me some art and culture.
Hell yeah. Maybe it's too bright, maybe it's too early, maybe you should have left Fabian's board game last night after he lost the second time and started breaking things.
This game is bullshit!
But as Eggford's senior class president, you know better than to miss out on the senior class field trip.
They're like playing Monopoly, and he's
Monopoly?
like, well, maybe you should have thought about that before you decided to become broke, Riz.
You're here with the rest of the bad kids. Even Fig, who despite no longer being enrolled at Eggford, had declared that weekends were her time with her friends, and it'd be a cold day in hell before she'd let that get taken away from her. You all sip on Riz's too strong coffee and stand at the back of the large crowd that's assembled in the museum lobby. You look around to see if anyone ditched. There's the rest of your cleric class. There's Scrap in the AV Club. There's the Rat Grinders. There's Max Durden and Buddy Don. And the Mole Man and the Soil Club are here.
I cheered when I saw Max Durden's name, and then I cheered again when I saw Buddy Don's name.
You even spot some non-Angford students. You see some Hudall kids and some
Can I go talk to Max? Can I go talk to Buddy? I go talk to Max and Buddy. I go talk
from the local college walk through the front doors and slip into the exhibits. This has got to be the busiest day the museum's seen in a while. Arthur Eggfort stands at the center of the room. Vice Principal Gleer fans at his side and claps his hands. The crowd of students goes silent.
Thank you all for being here. Of course, the other option was detention until you graduate.
Oh my god. He chuckles.
As I've always said, the best way for an adventurer to learn is for an adventurer to do. Go forth and wreak havoc upon the museum!
A museum worker at the front desk cuts in.
Do not wreak havoc upon the museum!
Eggfort sighs.
Fine. Don't do anything a mending cantrip couldn't fix. Now fly free!
He disappears into a gust of wind and a puff of smoke, sending museum cuts and traps flying.
Maybe I'll be the villain next season. We don't know. And he turns into a
knows?
bird.
The worker heaves a sigh and flips off the lobby smoke detector.
He does this every year.
Where do you want to go? Where are we going? Oh shit.
We have to choose.
Because we didn't spend enough time with
no.
with Fig to pick Fig. This is Figs. Lucy or Nara?
Oh my god.
Lucy.
Lucy. Oh,
Yay!
it hurts, but I love her.
Yay! You catch sight of Lucy lingering near the exhibit map, a thoughtful frown on her face. You tiptoe up to her right side and, feeling impish, tap on her left shoulder. When she turns to look, you twist around to keep hidden, but not before she spins around and catches
She
you.
like grabs you by the neck. Stop. Stupid fucking bit. Not funny.
Not
objectively.
These strawberry daiquiris. Lucy doesn't look very surprised to your disappointment, but you think she's smiling a little as she shakes her head at you, so you win anyways.
Oh my god. Okay. Hi, Kristen. You seem like you're in a good mood.
Hey, partner. I am. Oh my god.
They said the thing.
They said the thing. They said the name of the game. I am. Nothing like a field trip to brighten your day. Way better than falling asleep in class. Where are the other rat grinders?
Where are they?
Haha.
No! No! Okay. We decided to split up and check out the museum separately, but we're meeting up afterwards. You?
Yeah, same here. You glance at the dizzying list of exhibits on the map and grimace. You're not sure where to start, and as you look at Lucy, an idea comes to you. Hey, do you mind if I join you today?
Oh, I don't mind, but are you sure? I tend to take my time and I don't want to bore you.
Hey, hanging out with you is never boring.
We've only hung out twice.
And I've never been bored. Lucy snorts.
Okay, let's go.
She starts off down a long hallway, and you fall into step beside her. So, where are we going?
How about you try guessing?
You blink, surprised. Sure? You don't know Lucy all that well, so you're not sure what she's into. Maybe a Frost Giant history exhibit, or the exhibit about famous clerics.
Girl, fuck you.
Kristen, stop with the Frost Giant stuff. You need to stop.
Let it go.
You open your mouth, but there's something teasing in Lucy's placid expression that stops you. Wait. This is a setup. You're baiting me into putting my foot in my mouth again, aren't you?
That depends. Were you going to say something about Frost Giant history?
Busted. Lucy giggles. She starts walking again, and you hurry to catch up.
Sorry, couldn't resist.
You're secretly a menace, aren't you?
Not so secretly, depending on who you ask.
I love her.
Oh my god. Both of us having to break to be like, oh my god.
Okay.
This is really fun. Just quick little thing.
Yeah.
This is a really fun like characterization of Lucy because
I
like
love
everyone kind of has their own take on her writing wise, and I think this one is like really fun.
I think this is really fun. I love this one. Well, there's food for thought.
Okay, we're here.
You enter a room full of model ships, cutouts of characters wearing spacesuits, and a blank wall upon which a projector shows what seems to be episodes of an
Are we in a
old TV
pop
show.
culture exhibit?
Whoa, what is this?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. It's the 50th anniversary of Starscape, my favorite TV show ever. Some of it was filmed in Elmville, so the museum decided to create an exhibit for it this year.
The show sounds familiar to you, and you try to place it. You follow Lucy as she leads you to a large, intricate model ship. I don't think I've ever watched it.
It's built a huge cult following over the decades, but it only recently became somewhat widely known.
You're suddenly struck with a memory. Wait, Starscape. Gorgug and I watched the first 2 movies a couple years ago. Lucy's eyes widen. You blanch. Did you say something wrong? Lucy?
Why would you say that?
Why would you?
Why would you say that? Why would you say that?
Oh my god, that's so funny. Why would you say that?
Why would you say that?
Those movies are an affront to the legacy of the original series. They completely mischaracterize Captain Guinevere's passion for learning and discovery into a desire for colonization that is completely anti-ethical to who she is in the show. And they shoehorn her into a totally uninspired romance with her male first mate when some of the most compelling conflict from the original series came from her separation from her wife back home.
She drags you over to another model,
She's so mean.
which seems to be a giant ornament of some kind, blue with a gold top. You follow her, bemused.
Oh my goodness, she's a fucking loser and I love her. This is the treasured memento from Guinevere's wife, Illyra, that forms the foundation of the best arc in the series in season 3. It gets stolen in the first episode.
You've never seen Lucy this animated before, not even during her ice cream rant. She's dazzling, and you realize you're watching her with a silly smile.
Oh my goodness. Kristen, you have to watch the original. You have to. Tell me you will.
You throw your hands up. I will, I swear.
Oh my goodness.
Lucy pauses.
I won't survive this. Kristen, I'm so sorry. I really care about this show, and I get so carried away talking about it. I didn't mean to shout. Oh, she's so mean.
Oh, I love her. You laugh. Don't even worry about it, Lucy. I like that you care about this so much. It's a part of you. And that's like the whole point of our paper in your list, right? Lucy smiles sheepishly.
I guess so. Thanks.
So, tell me more about the original show. What else did they change in the movies? For the rest of the trip, Lucy pulls you from display to display, chattering away excitingly, and you listen with a content smile. The afternoon flies by, and you leave to meet up with your friends with a warm glow in your chest.
It's so hard to read
It's
narration.
so hard to read.
It's so hard.
Today was a good day, and you're glad to have spent some more time with Lucy. You get the feeling that she's going to become a really good friend.
Oh my goodness. Oh, the thing in the back looks like Gunny's suit. Oh, it's Starstruck stuff. Oh my gosh, wait, I'm dumb. It's all Starstruck stuff.
That's
so really
fun.
clever and
That's
fun.
so fun.
Okay, moving on. All right, we gotta wrap it up, team, because what time is it? What time is it? It's 1:13 a.m.
This is so fun.
This is so much fucking
we have
fun.
to
I
do
don't
more.
want to stop playing.
Me
this.
neither.
I
It's
keep getting
so
spoilers on my Twitter.com.
Stop opening Twitter.
Everybody stop posting, please. But yeah, this game is so good. Everybody who worked on it did an incredible job. I'm sorry that we fumbled through so much of the
Yeah, we can't
narration.
read.
We're just
It's so
dumb and we
bad.
can't read. Bye, girlies.
Bye.
Perfect.
I'm gonna be right back. I have to pee so bad.
Okay. I'm going to take a little nap. It's just you and me, everybody. It's just you and me. So let me tell you about, what can I talk about? Let me tell you about my fan fiction that I've been writing, all right? No, wait, I can't talk about that because it'll be really, really clear who I am. And then, like, you guys can see all of my fan fiction, and there is some shit on there that y'all do not need to know was me. I like the anonymousness of AO3, so we'll leave it at that. I'm going to talk about how I think that the rat grinders should have insane dating drama, like, within their party. You know how the bad kids, like, never date each other? It's like never. Like, that's not a thing, right? I like to think that because the rat grinders are, like, similar, but they're opposite, there should be insane fucking relationship drama. They should all be exes. I think that, let me walk you through my soap opera here. I think that Ruben and Kipper dated in, like, freshman year and broke up after, like, 3 months. I think that Ivy and O'Sheen have this weird thing where, like, they're childhood best friends, and they're like, are we in love, or is this just my best friend? And then I think Marianne is exempt from it, right? Okay. What were my other thoughts? I think that Ruben and Buddy should be in a gay relationship, and I think that they should be each other's first gay relationship, right? So it's like that first gay heartbreak, like that, like, codependent, like, you know what I mean? And also Buddy's, like, religious, and that makes it complicated. So then there's this whole complicated thing where Ruben's like, you're not committed to me, and Buddy's like, I'm committed to Helio, and then they break up and it's really messy. But then they get back together and blah, blah, blah. And obviously Lucy and Kipper Lily were in love the whole time, and I think that like 2 weeks, maybe even one, maybe a day, I don't know, very, very close to before Lucy was killed, I think that Lucy and Kipper Lily shared a kiss. And I think that it was a whole thing of like, wait, but you're my best friend. What does this mean for us? Dead. Murdered. Dead. What else do I think? Oh, I think that Ruben did not ever have a crush on Lucy, but I think that like Kipper Lily should like think that he did because they're like good friends and be like all jealous about it. What are my other thoughts? I know I had other connections in here. I just can't remember what they were. I'm pretty sure Oshin is just Ivy. I think that we're getting a little off topic. I think that Ivy and Kristen should have been a thing to some degree. When I was first watching season 3 and like Fabian started flirting with Ivy and she was like catty and mean and fun, I was like, oh my God, this is the energy Kristen needs in her life. And I really thought that was gonna happen. I was so delusional. And then that straight up, hey, wasn't true. Hey, straight up just didn't happen and I made that up. Man, I can just keep talking if I want, huh? Okay, so let me talk about that episode, actually. That episode is so fucking crazy to me, because first of all, wait a minute. No, new topic. New topic. I love Buddy Dawn's introduction. In that episode, there is something about how I think he's gay. I'm a big believer that Buddy Dawn is gay, and his intro really solidifies that for me. Like the first thing he ever says is, "Wow, what a rousing game of sports, y'all. I'm so glad we could all join together in fellowship at this beautiful party." What a gay statement. What a rousing game of sports. You're gay. You're gay. You're gay. I love that some people ship him with Max Durden. I think that's a really good choice. I think that, oh, sorry, my cat. Hi, Boo-Boo. Hi, baby. I think that Ruben is a more compelling choice for throwing, because people just throw any guy at Buddy Dawn. That's what I like about it, is like people ship any guy with Buddy Dawn. But I think Max Durden is a pretty good choice, but Ruben is a better choice because they're in the same adventuring party and they got that adventuring party drama.
You talking about your fan fiction?
No.